Last night, the 23rd of March, first day of the lockdown. Things had been getting tense over the last few days. The balance shifting, power slipping. Keeping someone confined in a house is fine when you're in control, when what you say goes, or doesn't go anywhere. Now he's trapped too. Met his match. Something bigger is pushing him around. He's not taking it well. Raging around the house. Broken furniture. Punched a hole in the bedroom wall. I try to become invisible till he calms down. Keep my head down. Don't make eye contact, or else somehow this whole international crisis will be my fault. He would say I'm not his prisoner. I'm free to come and go as I please, but over the years he's made sure I have less and less reason to go out. If I make friends, he finds fault. They're not good for me. We've moved house 7 times in as many years, and it's all for you, sweetheart. All the constant upheaval. He doesn't want to do it, he resents doing it, but it's for my own good. And the last move, well, he just never got round to getting my keys cut. I hear the storm crashing from room to room as I stand in the kitchen. I should be making his dinner, it's that time. But sometimes the noise of the microwave can set him off, so I hesitate. He must be distracted by all this China stuff, because there, on top of the microwave, his keys. My heart jumps and it almost chokes me. I stand very still and listen. The hurricane has made it to the bathroom. They can't force me to stay indoors, that's undemocratic. Pot, kettle, fucking black. Shower water running. Blood thumping in my head. I snatch the keys, stuff the clothing in a bag, find some outdoor shoes. Unlock the deadlock. I'm out. Not a great time to be out on the streets when the whole world is telling us to stay at home for our own safety. Ironic. Run across fields, wade knee deep through a river like I've stumbled into my own action movie. Looking back, expecting to see him. The outskirts of the city, I walk 4 hours to my house of 3 lifetimes ago. Nobody on the street to recognise me. At the end, a row of garages, round the back through chest-high nettles. Broken window, climb in, rip my hoodie on a rusty nail. Old mattress, blanket. Sanctuary. The next morning I wake up. Damp has crept into my bones. Arms hurt to move as I force open the garage door. A gust of fresh air and birdsong. All the pain in the world can't take this smile off my face. He'll have to make his own breakfast. I listen to the birds.
ground. Hard. Oh man, did I hit the ground. Slam, crash. I was gone. Blacked out. Unconscious and unaware of anything. I was in blackness. A darkness that I couldn't break. I was running. I knew that much. Frantically running. Running. Trying to escape. Running with all the fears of life and death. Driving every cell of every muscle onwards. I was gonna die. Oh, shit. I've been running for my life. And then, in an instant, splattered on the path. I've been hit. I must have been hit. Just went down like a bag of nails. Shot. No. Oh no, I hope not. I think not. But I mean smashed. Clattered and cracked. And now I need to wake up. Wake up or die, fella. I brought a flicker of consciousness. My deadbeat ma used to shout that at me while she was flailing around with a fly swat, saucepan or poker, whatever was at hand. Wake up or die! She only managed to hit me a couple of times. Too quick. Always too quick for her and anyone else. I should have played football. Instead of pinching this cigarette money out of her handbag. Or nicking a secret stash of biscuits. But I couldn't. No. I couldn't stop. I had an inbuilt shitter meter that got me in trouble all the time. It took me years to figure out I was just after the truth. But even now, I can't escape my lie detector. Just a whiff of bullshit, and I'm at it. But if that didn't get me into enough trouble, God himself, me dad, or maybe my ma's flirtations, gave me a villainous sense of humour. Take me ma. I'd stand 6 foot away and I'd eat all the biscuits in front of her, just so I can see her ears turn red and wiggle. I piss you not. If you wound her up enough, her ears would twitch like a cow shaking off flies. And then I'd moo. Moo! Moo! And laugh. And light a fag. Bought with her money. Red, wiggling, ear fury. Come on, boy. Wake up or die, fella. Dreamland's fading. And me ma's wiggles give way to pain. Oh my bleeding, crying God, the pain. They must have nailed me up like they did the Lambeth Lord. Oh, bugger, it hurts. Wake up or die, fella. A surface enough to explore. My nose is broken for sure. I feel it's gone again. There's claret everywhere. I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. I've lost a tooth or two. Or more. My head's pissing blood. I can barely see out of one eye. They must have got me. My ribs hurt, it hurts to breathe. I can feel my legs twitching like they're trying to run, but nothing. They're going nowhere. I don't want to be paralysed. A para-thingy. Oh, Jesus, you traitor. Thanks a lot. At least you'd be able to go to the Olympics. There's a pan in me bob, falling off the podium as I lift my hands to grab the gold medal. Rolling around, clutching me medal and dragging me useless legs. Did they even have a podium? It's a cripple lift. Stop! Wake up or die, fella. I gotta get out of here, they're gonna kill me. Tux ain't gonna forgive me. Tux? Jesus God. Tux is after me. Some clarity's coming back. Pain wakes me. I look down and I see my feet are caught in a snare. A human snare. Set by Tux, the wanker. It means I'm alive. And they've not found me yet. I must have gone down in the snare and in the tripwire. A real Tux special. I'm bloody battered, but I'm on my feet. Freed from the snare and the tripwire. For so pain means life. I know that well. Understand it too much. For I've not found me yet, and I'm alive, defiantly so. And I realise I've won. And I move into a wobbly, hobbly, jolly trot as I make my smile and escape. I'm gone. Me and the girl are out of here. We were already going anyway. But I couldn't resist one last mega deal. From Tux. On the ungenerous Tux bleed you dry credit scheme. Tux is a giant dealer. Giant size, giant lying and cheating wanker too. My shit of meat has been going mad for years. And so, as a parting gift, I had a crap in his boot when he excused himself for a piss. It takes real skill to drop a turd into the neck of a boot. Any scraping or spray on the top or the side give the game away. No, it has to be so clean that the foot's in there before they twig. But that's not enough to satisfy me and my villainous humour. I pissed in his beer when he went for the deal. Topped up half his beer into 3/4. The other begging bastard didn't know what to do. He should speak. Or not. I had my stuff, I was off. Running. Laughing. And winning. No one would be after me. With my piss in his mouth. And my shit in his boots. Certainly there now. The girl would have to drive. But we'd be away. A new life. New start. Not the beginning. We'd hit the ground running. Tucks free.
Rabbit hit the ground running, she said. No way, Mother. I ain't moving from this warm bubble of comfort. You just keep feeding me whatever, and I'll carry on floating away in my sack. Do you think I can't hear them running alongside you, threatening I wanted to take a chunk from your arse? I know they're not idle threats, so don't give me that. Oh no, don't kid me with how much fun I'll have in playing with my siblings. Do you think I want to spend most of my waking life running in fear, always on high alert, checking out who's lurking behind every bush or blade of grass? Yeah, right. I'm not a tad convinced that running through fields under a hot burning sun is any compensation for losing my life. And how do you think I'm going to be hitting top speed, running after you when you make a bolt for it, huh? I don't have wings, you know. I cannot take flight like one of those vultures I often hear through your skin wall, gnawing away. Oh, I don't even want to visualise what they're tearing into. What do you mean it's nearly time? No, I'm not going anywhere. Why have you stopped walking? Where are the others going to? How come I can't hear them? Why are you making that strange noise? Do you know that'll alert them? I'm not going. Mother, oh no. Oh, my head is being pulled through. I can see outside. Oh, what is that disgusting taste? Oh, that flow of warm blood. Blood? They all sent it. I knew before I even started. Oh, I'm half out. I'm out. Oh, dumped on the ground behind a 2-inch rock. Oh, great. And what happened to the camouflage, huh? What? You're leaving me? I can barely just get up. 6 minutes? You seriously tell me I have 6 minutes to hit the ground running, otherwise a lion will eat me as a starter, Thanks, Mum, for nothing. What is that flying overhead? Oh no. A vulture! And that growling! I can hear growling. Mum, don't run off. I'm going to call the antelope services on you. Oh, gee, what is that? Is that a lion? Oh, I get on my knees. Quicker! I'm gasping. I've been born 2 minutes. No. Mummy! It's coming towards me. Run! Ah! Hello. name's Dean and I'm an alcoholic. I had my last drink last night and I'm disgusted with myself. When I start, I can't stop until I physically can't drink any more or I pass out. I thought I was doing so well too. Sorry, can you give me a minute? Sorry. Yeah, I'm okay to carry on. If I don't say this now, I never will. And I really need to. If I'm honest with myself, drinking is basically a slow form of suicide. As I didn't like myself and I didn't like my life, but I didn't have the guts to go through with. But I can't keep using being bullied and being alone as an excuse to drink. I broke down one day in the street of all places. I just couldn't stop crying and crying. People were walking past me, staring, until one lady stopped and asked what was the matter. I couldn't begin to tell her, but I'll always remember that act of kindness. She stayed with me for ages and found the number for the local Samaritans. So why the fuck did I start again last night? I really don't know. I've just come back from a run. I got into an argument with some twat who said I shouldn't be out jogging at the moment. I didn't know where to start because I made sure I got out of their way, and I'm a runner, not a jogger. I totally lost it with him, and it was a good job someone else appeared, because otherwise I think I'd have lamped him one. Fuck social distancing. I think about all sorts when I run. Mostly I'm not meaning to. Thoughts come to me unbidden. All the fuck-ups I've made. All the bad things I've done, the people I've hurt. But I was feeling at peace with myself. Learning to forgive the person I was. I know I can't change the past, but I can forget it, move on, and hope others take me for who I am now. But that means not turning to drink or pushing someone away every time something in my life gets difficult. I'm not sure what it was that finally made me stop drinking, till last night anyway. I started running when I gave up the booze. I needed something to replace the drinking. I swapped one addiction for another. I think it might be the lockdown that finally pushed me over the edge. It's been so long and I live on my own. The running's helped. But when I'm back here in this tiny little flat, all those thoughts come creeping back about how I'm no good and that I amount to nothing. Finally, it got too much. I went out. I got some booze. I know I could have contacted someone from the group, but I wasn't thinking straight. I was so bored and I was afraid of my own thoughts. I was clean and sober for 5 years and this bloody lockdown came along and it feels like those 5 years were all for nothing. I went out for a run today as a kind of punishment and to try and sweat it out. But those feelings of not quite being able to control your own body came back. I frightened myself. And that's why I lost it with that guy that said I shouldn't be running. Because he was right. But for the wrong reason. I don't think I want to stop running away from anything anymore. But when I run, time stands still. Past, present, future, intercepts. I'm talking bollocks, I know. But something transcends me. And I feel free from the fetters and the conventions of life. If I could run and never stop, I would. I just don't want to stop.
Oh, I spotted him straight away. "You Mick?" I asked. And he stands up. Real gent, I thought.
Ah, it's Mike. But hello, Julia.
Julie. And we sat down at the table together. Then, after a few nervous coughs, he asked...
Should we order? If you're ready, I mean.
Not quite. Because I wanted to know if you'd been here before. He smiled. So I asked how many.
I won't lie.
Why do people say that? I mean, would they say, "I will lie," if they were going to? Anyway, turns out this is his third attempt. Same restaurant. Well, in the spirit of honesty, I tell him this is my fifth go. Different places. I'm fussy, I tell him. Even my workmates tell me that. But then he finishes off my sentences, which really annoys me. But it was what I was going to say anyway, so I let him carry on.
Well, you have to make sure, don't you?
I nodded and added my bit. Yes. Then he nodded and we looked at each other and then quickly down at the cutlery as if we'd never seen a knife before because it was so weird doing intimate glances with a complete stranger. Anyway, I thought I'd better break the ice. As you know the place, what do you recommend for starters?
Oh, the bruschetta.
Bruschetta?
The tomato bruschetta.
I tell him I'm gluten intolerant. So he goes,
Ooh, how about the melon cocktail?
"Too much sugar," I said. He looks as if his nuts are caught in a vice, so I explain. "You know the glacé cherry you get with it? Sugar all over it." He goes quiet and finally...
You have a sugar allergy?
"Course not, silly."
What then?
It goes I said, all the way back to the slave trade. And all he can think of to say is,
Not modern sugar, surely.
it's all linked historically, I explained, as though I was talking to a kid. He does this big sigh like he's about to give up, and then he tries again.
The calamari is nice.
I'm vegan.
You should have told me.
You didn't ask, Mick.
I didn't think to. And it's Mike.
At that, he picks up his menu like he's going to beat it to a pulp, but then takes this deep breath and carries on.
Maybe we should run down the mains menu before we end up on our hands and knees nibbling grass in the park.
That's where I burst out laughing. Oh, thank you, Mike. You know, that's the first time any man's gone past the starters with me. I told you I was fussy, but only over men. I'll eat anything, me. It's just my way of testing a man's patience. I think I could get to really like you, Mike. Let's go back to the starters and start again, shall we? Waiter,